Would C.L. Hannon please contact extension 612, the infamous C.L. Hannon? Would you please call 612? Horses are on the track for race 6 at DuQuoin. The County Fair Challenge Series began right here in 1986. Points are kept throughout the year on the 5 statewide Illinois County Fair touring divisions that are restricted for Illinois breds, and horses that accumulate the most points in each division qualify for these $10,000 championships. Here are the starters for this County Fair Challenge. 2-year-old Illinois-bred trotting fillies. One is Grandmother Pierce, owned by Drew Pierce, Michael Williams, and Buddy Simpson of Anchorage, Alaska, and Fairfield, Illinois, trained and driven by Buddy Simpson. The 1A is BP's Love, owned by H. Pierce of Carmine, Buddy Simpson of Fairfield, trained by Buddy Simpson, driven by Clay Simpson. Number 2, Casa, owned by Carol and Buddy Graham of Salem, trained and driven by Buddy Graham. Number 3, Classy Kathy Chassis, owned by Jerry Mims of Vardaman, Mississippi, trained and driven by John David Finn. Number 4, Mamita, owned by Kenneth Smith of Columbia, South Carolina, trained and driven by Mike Brink. Number 5, Dance in Action, owned by Brad Price of Carrollton, trained by Hugh Meek Jr., Eric Ledford in the bike. Number 6, Cocktail Peanuts, owned by Bill and Marta Alanya of Seymour, trained and driven by Bill Alanya. Number 7, Holly's Emulation, owned by Gary Williams of Milan, Illinois, trained by Jerry Robinson. The driver is Andy Miller. Number 8 is Holly's Millennium, owned by Conley, Winters, Hoots, and Gregerson of Illinois and Missouri, trained by Doug Talley. It is Dale Heitman who is in the bike. And number 9, Trot and Connection, owned by Merle and Cheryl Allen of Camden, trained and driven by Alan Bowen. That's the field. Win, play, show, and exacta wagering offered. 4 minutes till post. Began back in the mid-1980s. They raced for purses of $8,000 per division. By the mid-90s, that had tailed off to $5,000. Now it has come back up to the $10,000 level. They're an eighth of a mile from the start. Here they come. They're off and trotting. BP's Love goes out for the lead. Dance in Action is right there. Casa down toward the inside. Then Classy Kathy Chassis and Mamita. Cocktail Peanuts has made a break heading into the first turn. And there goes Dance in Action up to get the lead by 2 lengths from Casa in second. Classy Kathy Chassis in third. BP's Love is fourth. And moving up around Mamita, who goes in fifth. Holly's Millennium is racing in the 6th position, followed by Holly's Emulation, who trots in 7th. Trot and Connection is next. A long way back then to the trailer, who is Cocktail Peanuts, as Grandmother Pierce moves up a couple of spots from the back and gets over toward the rail. 29-3 the time for the opening quarter. Dance in Action leading Casa by a length down the back stretch to Classy Kathy Chassis in third. BP's Love, then Mamita. Top 5 are single file against the rail. And now there goes Holly's Millennium to the outside from 6th, followed by Holly's Emulation. Grandmother Pierce is next. Then Trottin' Connection and Cocktail Peanuts is last. At the half-mile mark, Dance in Action leading Casa. They were there in 1:03. Headed to the far turn, Classy Kathy Chassis is third. Holly's Millennium is fourth on the outside, just over 2 lengths off the lead, followed by Holly's Emulation. Then BP's Love, Mamita. Grandmother Pierce is in the outer flow of traffic, still 7 lengths off the lead, followed by Trottin' Connection, and Cocktail Peanuts is last. At the 3/4, they're being led by Dance in Action by nearly 2. Casa second toward the inside. Holly's Millennium is still parked in third. Then Classy Kathy Chassis and BP's Love off 3/4 in 1:31 3/5. Dance in Action leading Casa by just a length. Holly's Millennium on the outside is still third, still 2 lengths away. Then Classy Kathy Chassis is fourth inside of BP's Love, moving by the 8th pole. Dance in Action with Casa coming on between horses. Holly's Millennium is still moving. Holly's Millennium has been out a long, long way and just keeps grinding and coming at the leaders. Casa is there. Mamita late move. Then BP's Love at the line. Holly's Millennium gets up 3/4 of a length over Casa in second. Close for third, either BP's Love or Mamita for the third spot in 2:02.1. Casa was second. The 1A, BP's Love, was third, and the 4, Mamita, was fourth. Into the winner's circle, owned by Conley, Winters, Hoots, and Gregerson, trained by Doug Talley, driven by Dale Heitman. Here's the winner, Holly's Millennium. It's official. This filly by Croydon Hanover scores win number 5 on the year. Brenda Watson making the trophy presentation. Doug Talley is the winning trainer. Doug, this filly's been A very consistent kind of filly. 7 times and 10 starts in the top 3 coming into today's race. How about this afternoon? Although I believe you did go off the favorite, any concerns going into the race today, especially with the post position?
Well, I didn't know if she could stay out there all that long and hold on, but she proved she could, so maybe she did have business being in the big one. I don't know.
Well, she did prove she certainly belonged here today, but looking down the road, there are still some major stakes left in Illinois. Going to give your filly a whirl in Chicago maybe later this year.
Yeah, she's old for all of them with the Lady Land Lincoln, so we're going to go in all the others and stay sound.
All right, so there are some stakes races coming up in Chicago, probably in that $30,000 to $40,000 to $50,000 range that this filly will be gunning for later in the year. So, Doug, good luck when you head to the Windy City.
Thank you.
That's Doug Talley. He's the winning trainer. More in a moment.